Oh, jeez.
You're up.
Yes, I'm just going to cover myself in water.
Jumping over for your cup.
That's alright, I might have some of this soda.
Awesome.
And nondescript, unbranded product. Alright. So, this was the EG versus Beast Coast game. This is, again, an inter-region rivalry. An intra-region rivalry. Both of these teams coming from South America, know each other very well. These are players who've been around for years at this point, played under a couple of different names, but you go to South America, you're always going to see Schofield, you're always going to see Matthew.
30
We've
seconds
got
to battle.
Pandaboo in here as well. Sacred, always an excellent shout coming into a team of this caliber. This is, of course, lime soda in the cup there, as you can see. Pause coming out in the game here as we have it. Let's see if we can find our way forwards to the clearing of that pause. And see if we can catch this first blood. Once again, this is a perennial problem for Beast Coast. Losing a hero early on in these battles for the runes. That is not seeing themselves forwards with the best foot going into this lane stage. Getting those last hits and denies up so we can keep track of who is having a wonderful time in this laning phase. Getting an idea of where the wards are. E.g. placing their obs ward up here, high towards protecting that side of the mid lane. We have another obs ward placed by E.g. right here in the center of the river. That is giving them excellent vision, protecting this mid lane. We have scrapping going on already in this top side. Picard taking damage. Schofield being forced away here. Pos 5 Dawnbreaker. Not something we see that often, really, because you do want that Dawnbreaker to get a little bit beefy, a little bit tanky, something they struggle to get from that 5 roll. If you are having them here, they're not going to get as much gold. Basically going to be using them for that ultimate, that healing, that global presence, a bit of a stun, less so being able to bring the pain and really take that damage in that middle lane. Looking in towards Sea Smile here on the Invoker, very, very powerful busted hero. You really have the capacity to fight Dark Mago for this middle lane. Right now it looks like Mago really taking himself an extra lead here, having the ward right there in the center, giving himself that vision out over the entire lane. Of course, if we look at our field of view, this ward coming in here from AG sees quite a lot from that high ground, but doesn't cover anything coming from this lower section, any of those ganks, whereas this ward sitting here on the other side for Beast Coast really lets them see an awful lot of what the other team might be trying to do here. Looking in towards this top side, we again see a battle going on. Panda and Schofield having themselves a bit of a bash. Schofield being kept down to level 1, especially having died in that first blood. That is not sitting in good stead here. Panda is having a time of it. Passing some of that regen over to the card. Jumping in on Schofield, doing some good damage here. Turning himself around. Whoa, smacked down by that Dawnbreaker. Very, very rough spot. Tusk, without that capacity to really defend himself, before he gets a couple levels in, before he gets those shards, before he gets that rest of his kit up and ready to go, does not have much of a capacity to escape the sort of jumping that a Dawnbreaker can put on you, that pressure in lane. Looking down to the bottom here, though, we do see a fight going on. Silencer and Morphling being brought down pretty low. Whisper and Matthew having a nice time of it. Whisper taking a bit of damage here. Silencer trying to put the pain on. Silencer versus Skyrath Mage. Not something that's going to be fun for the Skyrath later on in this game. But definitely not a lane matchup that this Silencer enjoys. Really struggling with that mana here. Shame they don't have a ward behind the tower, because Mana could really use cancelling Stinger's clarity here. That blue glow around him, of course, meaning that he's regenerating his mana, making it a lot easier for him to be able to play up into this lane. Curse down on Matthew, of course. If you have that curse down on you, it means every time you cast a spell, you're going to continue taking damage. You can extend that duration. It can be very dangerous for someone like a Skyrath who just wants to be casting spell after spell after spell. This tower pushed very far up. Whisper coming in. Damage. Stinger goes down. Whisper tanking the tower though. Schofield comes in. Gets the wonderful, wonderful snowball. Brilliant TP by Schofield there. What a lovely rotation. Meanwhile in mid, we do see Dark Mago getting taken down very low by the Invoker, but Sea Smile not having that much better over time. Of course, Sea Smile does have that capacity to heal a little bit. He does have that spell lifesteal brought in now by the quads. It has been changed. It used to be health regen. Of course, Heroes changing all the time here. In Dota, always something new to keep track of. Keeping the game fresh and keeping that skill gap high. Here. That is all of the mana. Oh my, looking down at this bottom lane, we do have a fight that's happened here. Jim Park on the wall being taken down quite low. Schofield stepping up. It looks like Schofield has swapped. And it looks like the Silencer has gone to become the support in the top lane. Tusk coming down here in the bottom where presumably he thinks he can get a little bit more done. Coming up against this squishy Skywrath and the melee Legion Commander. Very interesting indeed. Trying to get everything we can done up here. If we look up towards this top lane, we do have Panda coming in. Difficult to say what'll be coming in here. Oh dear. Stinger and Sacred. Really just keeping Picage low, that's very important. If he's scared to step forwards, he can't get that damage in, can't get the minus on the you can keep him low, that's going to really help them in this early game. We do have Dawnbreaker. Something coming in on that core. Of course, does not have the levels. Picage taking a lot of damage here. Blood Grenade comes in. Silenced, but he will live. Meanwhile, bot, we do see Schofield taken down by a neutral creep. Denies himself to the neutrals rather than be killed by Whisper. That is very well done. Meanwhile, Skywrath Mage equally taken down in this fight. And this is quite the interesting laning battle. Very slight lead for Evil Geniuses coming in on the back of that kill. But Picage does end up falling in that top side, and that is an excellent kill for the side of Beast Coast, keeping Evil Geniuses down here. That Templar Assassin is going to be very, very important, but does want to be getting themselves ahead early in the game when that minus armor can really matter. You keep them low now, that is going to serve you very well going on. Oh man, that Silencer just murdering through. So Phantom Assassin, Templar Assassin. Ooh! See Smile, roam up, Invoker. It's the Tornado. Sacred getting drawn on. Panda jumping in under the tower. Does get killed. Sacred lives with the wand, and now Sea Smile in trouble. Gets himself away.
Oh, far out.
That was very, very close. The wand just saving. And that would have been a big kill as well on the Snapfire. Third and last hits and denies. Jimpart gets himself a kill. Bot side. It is a sad, sad time for this lane here. Sea Smile being jumped on. Not good for him. If this Storm gets any further attacks, doesn't manage to land them. Good TP in. Support here from Panda. Keeping Sea Smile alive. Very well done indeed. Dark Mago really low. Sea Smile so low. You can see how much the lastingness of those spells goes. We do have a fight coming in here bottom. Matthew and Whisper trying to stand up. Jim Park deceptively low. So many levels. Sea Smile coming in. Invis on this top side. Eye on this Invoker. Gets himself damage down. Where's this snowball going? Going over to the neutral creeps. Beautiful, beautiful ice shards. Tornado keeping up into the air, and he will get himself away. Level 5 on that Legion Commander. No duel yet means they cannot jump in and ensure that that kill comes through. Meanwhile, Schofield feeling like he can do something here. Steps up. Jim Park coming in. Morphling. That's a dead Skywrath Mage. Picage falls in the top lane as well. Sacred getting that kill behind the tower. And even though he dies for it, keeping that Templar Assassin down while this Morphling is getting a free game here. All three cores of Beast Coast higher on last hits and denies than EG's heroes are managing, and that is not where you want to be in a game like this. The Storm Spirit, while he may be up there in last hits, not getting as involved in the kills, not flying high on the gold, but that Morphling 1200 above Picard's. And this Morphling is not a hero that generally excels that much in this early game.
Radiant's middle tower is
You
under
do
attack.
not expect that much damage, that much net worth to be concentrated on this hero right now. That is a sad, sad time.
The
For the
Radiants
side
should
of
really
the
do something about
Genesis.
that
They are
middle
going to be
tower.
relying on this Invoker, C-Smile, just to keep himself in the game, keep those rotations going, buying some space, but he is getting jumped on here. Schofield and Dark Mago jumping in on C-Smile, hitting him up in the air, and that is
There
a
we go.
dead Invoker. This game is very, very difficult now for Evil Geniuses. I know it only says a 2k lead, but Invoker is the hero. They need to dig themselves out of this hole right now. We are pre-10 minutes, 2,000 gold lead, 1,500 of that sitting on this Morphling. That is terrifying for the side of Evil Geniuses. Smoke up on Matthew and Whisper. Smoke breaks. They know Schofield's there. He's a level 6 Tusk. Invoker TPing himself into mid. Still 2 heroes sitting here bot for EG. We do have Pandaboo sitting himself in this river,
Dire's top tower
thinking
is
about
under
where he wants
attack.
to go.
Oh, that's got to
Thinking
hurt.
backwards and forwards. Does he want to go mid? Does he want to go bot? Where is this fight going to be coming in? Tower defense from Whisper and Matthew here. Keeping themselves alive. Tusk. Schofield roaming himself up, recapturing that Watcher. Just getting that vision down. Trying to come up, interrupt the stack from Panda. Very well done. Does not let Pandaboo know that he's there. That is excellent work there from Schofield. Finds himself in, seeing what he can get with the jump. Coming in on C-Smile. Does he have any support here? He does. Snapfire ultimate
Why?
coming out. That is a dead Invoker.
He's getting picked on.
Damage. Very much getting picked on. Oh no! Picard's TPs himself in. That is catastrophic. From this Templar Assassin, that is both of EG's big cores dying in a fight. That is a duel coming in. That is going to be a loss as well.
Oh, that was a nice move there.
Margot comes in.
That's incredible.
Incredible indeed. We see Tusk and the
Dire's bottom
Snapfire
tower doesn't
falling,
even have arms to
but
defend
it
itself.
doesn't matter
What a
because the
brave
kills are going
cause.
to the cause on the side of Beast Coast. Fair bit of gold for Picard. This is good.
Dire's
Keeping
bottom
himself
tower
above
is
the
under
Snapfire,
attack.
keeping
Run,
himself
little
above that
bottom
storm.
tower. Run.
But even so, the fact that this Invoker and this Legion are struggling so much and
Dire's
they're
bottom
kicking my
tower
mouse
was
and
never my
dragging it around
favorite.
everywhere does not make these things easy. I'll hook it up there.
There we go. Alright.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright, lovely. Well, it really is still going to be on this Invoker. See what he can get done. But despite the fact he's a very good hero, he is not having a time of
Dire's
it in
top
this
tower
early
is
game.
doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
And that is 2,000 gold ahead for this morph over this Templar Assassin.
Dire's top
That is an
tower is
awful
under
lot for him
attack.
to catch up.
Oh,
Morphling
that's got
ahead
to hurt.
early is a sad sight to see.
Dire's top tower has fallen. 'Twas only a matter of
Has the
time.
Morbid Mask coming in on that Manta style. Very close. Only another 700 gold. That is a Tusk down. Jumped on. Found by the sky. Found by Pandaboo on that Dawnbreaker. Excellent work by them. Seeing themselves on this high ground. Seeing what they can get done. Whisper hanging himself out as bait, but Sacred and Jimbo not taking it. Backing themselves off. Templar Assassin traps giving some vision of that. We do see, of course, in the mid lane, this Invoker that we need to be roaming around, need to be getting pressure down on this map. He does have a single urn charge. That means that he is going to be able to pull off his combo of the urn coming in there. But this is rough. Very, very rough indeed. As we are actually streaming. Right. Have you lost the headphone?
Yeah, I'm sitting up for a little while.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I fit my
Radiant's middle tower
And
is
then
under
over there.
attack.
Pandaboo dies to a neutral creep.
Radiant
himself away
structures are
from that
fortified.
gank.
That means you can't hurt him right now. Radiant's middle tower
This
is
is
under
not
attack.
looking good. We do have
That's not
C-Smile
gonna
and...
hold.
Whoop, we have a gank coming in. Smoke up. Invoker, C-Smile and Matthew making their way up north here. Looking to try and catch Sacred out. They can see... They're just waiting, seeing if we can get that Legion Commander to come in as well. Sacred making
Dire's
his way
middle
up.
tower is all alone in the world.
Oh, the teleport's coming in, but it is cancelled. That is Sacred taking some damage, silenced. Oh, this could be very good here. Something coming in for EG. That is a dual victory. As Beast Coast ultimately decides not to go through the gates and come through on the teleport side. I guess not thinking that it was worth it, seeing if they can get some damage on this tower bottom instead. You see the drawing being done on the map. Beast Coast know where they're going. They want to stay away from this mid side. They want to keep this Morphling just getting as much farm as they can possibly ladle on him. Going now for the Skadi, then coming into the Lincoln Sphere. Has the Manta style. And this is scarily quick from Jim Park. And is Panda dead? This bot side, no favors being done to EG. Though, looking good. C-Smile coming in. Very good. Looks like this could be Schofield dying here. Yes, it will be. And this Invoker doing what he said he needs to do, getting himself active out on this map. But they do lose the mid tower for it. I think at this stage they have to be happy with that, getting themselves something. Even if it does mean Pandaboo falls, he is the pos 5 on the Stormbreaker. And EG keeping the pace high. Smoke on Matthew Whisper. This duo, the Skywrath, the Legion Commander, absolutely terrifying if they can find a hero. Get them locked down in the duel, get the ultimate down. Not picking up that bounty rune. Don't want to reveal their presence if there's a ward in the area. But they don't know where Beast Coast are. They have not been able to get wards down in these good spots. They do see the Morphling Illusions coming up on the Watcher, but it's not enough. Now this mid lane, they jump in. That's Dark Margot down, and you can see the power of this Legion Commander Skywrath combo. It is terrifying in the right hands. Matthew is definitely going to fall surely to this ultimate. No! Manages to get himself away and survive, and that is very impressive from the Skywrath, staying alive there. As the Snapfire ultimate came through, everybody else disengaging. EG doing an excellent job to try and keep themselves in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Whisper being jumped on. Caught in the river. Trap giving some vision here. Little Beast Coast toward the
Radiant's
area.
bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
They will not simply taking the Watcher. Not thinking about it. And Invoker doing an admirable job defending up here. We do see Stinger holding himself back behind the tower. We see Dark Margot. Storm going in. Getting on top of Pandaboo. Jumping in. That should be a dead Dawnbreaker. Oh, and C-Smile falls as well. That is catastrophe. Just not having vision. If they had a ward. Oh no! And the Morphling manages to get the attribute shift off in time. He lives through the combo. And it's the danger with this duel if you do not get it down on him before he has the chance to switch into that strength. Oh, and this is just devastating now. That is a delayed team wipe against Evil Geniuses. Beast Coast having a wonderful time of it here today. 8,000 gold off at 17 minutes.
About time.
And it really is that pillar. If Evil Geniuses had managed to have a ward, Obs down on this pillar, they would have been able to see them coming around this tower. But Beast Coast just pushed a little too fast, a little too hard. Got in before they had that vision down. The sentry is something. Just not able to keep themselves safe. You see how fast C-Smile has to play all the way back behind that tower, not knowing if he's going to get jumped. If there's going to be a Tusk rolling in on him with the snowball. Silence coming in from the global silence. From the silencer. So as you're looking at this game, CJ, what is it that you are thinking here? What heroes are you looking at? What interactions and combos are you enjoying so far that you picked up on as we're going through?
I picked up on that snowball.
Yes.
And he comes in with the wall, he's caught.
Tusk.
He's caught some people in it.
He's done a wonderful job. Picked himself up a blink dagger now.
Stupendous!
So rich on
The
their
Radiant's
supports in
bottom tower
comparison.
has seen better days.
That blink is going to be terrifying for Schofield. Looks like they're going to go for the Roche here. Of course, they do have that Morphling, so they have the capacity to tank this. The minus armor coming in from the Snapfire. That's going to make it a little bit quicker for them.
I have not yet seen anyone defeat this fella.
Well, it's going to be a little slow for them, but they can definitely do it. Like, honestly, they're being very cautious.
Everyone's coming for it.
Everyone's coming in for it, just making sure they're definitely securing this here. And it goes on the Storm Spirit, not on the Morphling. And just the Immortal's second life going to be coming in for that Storm. I guess hoping that he can get himself zipped in, jumping ahead of the team, make some chaos and some damage. Come back for a second life, but the Morphling has that durability from the attribute shift to stay alive. The Cars doesn't know they're coming. Jumped on. That is catastrophe. As the carry of Evil Geniuses falls, that is the hero they need to clear these creeps out and keep their base safe. You can see the Legion Commander teleporting back.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't
Everybody
look
doing
good.
their best to keep themselves safe.
The Dire's top tower has fallen in battle.
Big group up coming in here. Thinking about it. Meanwhile, Beast Coast coming down. Evil Geniuses trying to stay themselves away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, the full 5-man of Beast Coast sticking together. They know they have the lead. They know they have the Aegis. Not feeling a need to throw anything as other people.
Dire's middle tower is under
Pressure
attack.
down on this
It has
tower.
no arms to defend itself.
Oh, zips himself in. Fight coming in. Matthew. This might be the first life going down. Aegis about to come in from Margot. He's respawning, but that is a dead Pandaboo. Tusk getting dueled. Manages to keep himself alive. Snowball. That's a stun. That's a dead Sea Smile. Dead Whisper. 3 dead on the side of Evil Geniuses.
It all goes way too
4
quick for me.
dead. That is a zip in from the Storm Spirit. Murders the Skywrath Mage, and while Bakaz does manage to get that commenter on the bottom side, you can see this Templar Assassin just not feeling like he has the capacity to contribute to this game at this time.
Dire's middle tower is
21
under
minutes
attack.
in,
It has no arms to defend itself. Dire has
and
fortified
that
its structures.
is very dire. They tap out. That's calling it. GG, forfeited 21 minutes. Genius is not feeling like they had the capacity to come up. 13 Beast Coast absolutely running free here in that first game.